I think that in uncertain times, it's even more important to look for new opportunities. Why? Well, just because with the opportunities that we have already on the table, probably is not going to be enough for our break-even or even to survive. So looking for new things, that doesn't mean that it's new products or new markets. Sometimes could be a reorganization of what you have already. It's an important duty of the CEO, today's CEO. Every good CEO knows that you can live for a while with, with the opportunities that you are exploiting today, but without exploring the new ones, you are really jeopardizing your future. We need to be very realistic. It is true that we need to tighten our P&Ls, that we need to maybe cut our expenses, that we need to do more with less. This is something that clearly it's on the table, and it would be unrealistic to think that that's not what it is. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that we could not think about new ways of doing things. And many times that doesn't mean more money, that doesn't mean more investment. It's just put a little bit of creativity and a little bit of thought or thinking on how to organize things differently, or how to come up with a business model that maybe lower the expenses but at the same time gets better value to the client, or many things that we are seeing in many of the companies that we are looking at during these crisis days. Based on the research that we are doing on more than 60 to 80 companies, European companies, some of them have gone through very strong crises during their life. We are learning several things. The first thing I would say is the CEO or the management team should have a consensus on where are they now, really, and where they want to go. That is something that seems pretty obvious, but it's not. In fact, we are finding many teams that after growing for a while and being happy and everything is going well, they don't need to discuss much, and people are growing with different mentalities or with different ideas. Then if you sit them together, you realize that they have different ideas where the company is going or even where the company is. Second is how, and the how is let's look for these new opportunities. How these guys have come up with new opportunities. First, we find CEOs that are very open-minded, meaning they are able to step down just to take a good breath and see the elements of the firm and think about recombining them differently. That doesn't take many times money, it just takes a good understanding of the key levers of the firm, putting them together maybe in a different way, maybe for a different market, maybe going from service to product or product to service, depending on what we are, the industry that we are talking about, but definitely not doing many things new, just reorganizing things in a different way. Second, usually is act fast on opportunities. Opportunities usually have a window, and you cannot spend much time analyzing or thinking about it. It's just act on what you have in front of you. Third thing is act together. You should have a good leading team that always is at the front and that leads the whole organization. The fourth one would be to have a plan for after the crisis. It's important, we see it in many of the leading teams, to be able to communicate this vision and to help people to realize that after being probably through tough times, there is a vision for the company, there is new things that they can do, there are new ways of doing things, and people get excited about it, and usually they do more or they give more than we even expect.